Hi there, and welcome to Monday Morning Messages from your guardian angel. And I share this message with you from Los Angeles, a place that I absolutely love to be. And we're going to start this Monday morning message with a show of hands, please. I'd like to ask you this question: do you take things personally? Please raise your hand if you take things personally, because I think we all do. And can I ask you to raise your hand if you like to remain sensitive and feeling and kind and loving without getting hurt? That hand goes even higher. This Monday morning message is all about the fact that we all take things personally. The fact that we do this thing in our heads where if we don't have the full story about why someone hasn't replied or why someone hasn't called us or why we haven't received some kind of outcome that we're looking to achieve, we take it personally because we invent our own story. We don't have the details. So what we choose to do is create a story as to why that is so. And in doing so, in trying to imagine, in trying to create a story, and it is only imagining that you can do when you think about what someone else is thinking or you try to imagine what someone else is feeling. Through that imagining, what we do is we inadvertently inflict damage upon ourselves. And that inflicting damage upon ourselves is something which we can really become aware of and find really healthy ways to address so that we stop. You can hear the trucks, I think. So that we stop experiencing things in a way. Oh, here we go. Can you hear it? I'm hoping that they're going to move in a moment. I'll carry on because I'm sure that the sound is going to be fine. What we do is we inflict damage upon ourselves because we are wounded by something which we imagine and something which we create and something which we interpret from our perspective. And that is something which we can really, once we're aware we do, take steps to avoid. And it isn't by not feeling. People often say, I'm really sensitive, I'm a really sensitive person, I'm forever getting hurt. And I'm sensitive, and I want to remain sensitive, and I want to remain loving, and I want to remain kind, and I want to remain open, and I want to feel safe in that. And the way that I do this, and I offer this to you, is that I know what I am, and I know who I am. And through that self-definition, which I've talked to you about in our previous Monday morning messages, through that self-definition, I'm able to offer myself in a way which is unconditional, a way which doesn't rely upon the way that someone else is going to behave, what someone else is going to say, or the way that I feel someone else is going to be interpreting something. And I used to do it all the time. If you don't hear, you think, oh, I would go into an anxiety about it, panicking about having done something wrong and having, I don't know, said the wrong thing or done the wrong thing. And all we do is we inflict damage upon ourselves when we enter into that way of reacting. When we have no evidence, we create our own. And when you know what you are and who you are, you have this amazing foundation which enables you to really have an energy, have a tone which you're responsible for and which you can enjoy and which you can offer in an unconditional way, because it doesn't depend on the way that anyone else is behaving. And it occurs to me that when we find ourselves being wounded or wounding ourselves by feeling something about someone else's behavior or reacting, because that is actually what we're doing, reacting to something which has or equally hasn't happened, what we do is, the reason that we feel like that is because it takes us away from what we know is true. So when we feel hurt by the way that someone else has or hasn't behaved through our own perspective and our own interpretation, I believe that the reason that we feel so hurt by that is because we feel something which is so far away from who we know ourselves to be, you know, in our essence, in our most expanded state of being, which I believe is I am. And I am is your self-definition, which you can just start right away. Defining yourself in positive terms, defining yourself from the knowledge and awareness that you have of yourself from where you are, and knowing that that will take you into an awareness and personal growth, which will bring about the most incredible personal growth, positive outcomes in your life, experiences which you hadn't expected, and all the time you're offering a vibration which is authentic and real and something which you're enjoying. So it's not conditional. It doesn't matter what anyone else is saying. We're going to be a little shorter in this message today for a number of reasons, but it was really important to me that I connected in with you this morning from Los Angeles and sharing, dear guardian angels, stop me from taking things personally. And one of the ways which my guardian angel Tristan has helped me to stop taking things personally is to really know what and who I am and offer that. And then you step out of protection. You know, that's really, I think, those of you that know my work on Udemy and other ways that I share my experiences, know that protection is for me a fear-based word. And that's another reason that I love this experience of offering. So let's have the oracle cards today. Let's ask your guardian angel some oracle card questions. And I'm going to ask Tristan them now because I haven't prepared them. Okay, so let's tune in to Tristan and let's ask what it is that we can ask our oracle cards in order that we can receive some guidance, okay? Okay, so the first question that we're going to ask the cards is, how is it that I can remain sensitive and feeling without getting hurt? Okay, how is it that I can remain sensitive and feeling without getting hurt? Because I don't want you to shut down. I don't think that's the answer. I don't think you do too. And I think that's why it feels horrible when you shut down. But it's like, what's the alternative? So I've shared some of that with you, and I'll be talking about this subject more in future weeks. But let's have a look at the cards. So how can I remain sensitive and loving and feeling and open without getting hurt? Well, look at that. Receiving from the angels. The angels are such incredible energies and beings which you can practice this with. You know, receiving from the angels is so safe. It's so completely full of love, and it can help you to really open up, to have an experience and a feeling which you can replicate and practice in other areas of your life. I often say that working with the angels is like kind of soft play area, because you can experiment with things that you want to develop and introduce into your relationships or other areas of your life in a really safe way. So get in touch with your guardian angel, get in touch with the archangels, communicate, get your oracle cards out. I'm here to help you if you would like personal help with that. Receiving from the angels, that is the message as to how you can remain sensitive and remain open and remain loving without worrying about getting hurt. So what's the second question that we're going to have today? Let's have a look. Tristan. Okay, so how is it that I can offer myself? How is it that I can offer myself? Let's have a look. How can you offer yourself, your I am? Sharing yourself. It's the only way. I've had a few conversations over the last few days about, you know, the thing that you fear the most, like the thing that you fear, which is like sharing yourself, being authentic, relaxing, is just the most beautiful thing to experience from another person. When they're just being themselves, when they're not feeling insecure, when they're not nervous, when they're not holding back, when they're just being loving and open and present and receptive. I had a wonderful experience yesterday. I went to a wonderful workshop with an incredible woman called Sarah Mack, and she's a spiritual hairdresser on Instagram. You should check out what she's up to. She's doing amazing things, and it was a workshop that was presented with a collaboration through Straight Pin LA, and there are another group of individuals that I highly recommend you reach out to who are doing amazing things. And she encouraged everybody in that group to find their voice, to find a way of communicating effectively, authentically, with integrity, who they are, in a way that feels good to them, in a way that is their truth, and in a way that enables them to connect and share messages which are so needed and so valued within the world that we're living in. So this is the message. This is how sharing yourself is the scariest thing, and that often makes it the very best thing. And the other side of your fear is everything you've ever wanted. I saw that on Facebook the other day, or Instagram the other day. You know, the other side of your fear is everything you ever wanted. Seriously, that is truth. You know, step into that, do it. I really appreciate your support. You can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Ros Guardian. Oh, goodness me, what is my Instagram? Jet lag. I will put it in the description. It's in the description. And I love posting up Instagram. It's good for it. It's Ros Plays Guardian Angels. And I'm also on Facebook, as you may well know, with Angels with Ros, and also personally as Ros Plays. Let's come together as a community, you know. Let's connect. Let's share love. Let's share positive vibes. You know, if you feel that vibrational alignment, then, you know, let's connect. I'm sending you so much love. And be you, and be that by defining you. I'm looking forward to being with you next Monday, once again from Los Angeles, and hopefully with hardly any jet lag left. Lots of love to you. Bye.